Hey everyone, so I was up to a lot during the Lunar New Year. This year the Lunar New Year was actually pretty late in February, and so I was doing a lot during that time. I decided to really take a kind of a rest or do whatever I wanted. So here's what I was up to during that time. So first I went to the Ingredients pop-up. Ingredients is kind of having a moment. They are unscented like a lot of Korean skincare. Apparently they're very good for underneath of makeup, which when I tested it out, I did think it looked pretty good underneath of makeup. So here's the thing. I have a saying about skincare products. You can save a lot of money by testing out a mask. And by the way, I never like anything more than my core skincare routine. Nothing ever beats my core skincare routine, so I always go back to that, but occasionally I like to try just once, like a mask. So I wanted to try this for makeup prep because I don't wear makeup every day. And I wanted to know if this was good for makeup prep because also makeup dries out my skin. So I tried the face mask and I found that my skin was oily and dry at the same time, and I got acne, like a patch of acne here because there's a lot of oil in it. There's like not not my favorite. It just wasn't my favorite. Like actually it was quite oily, and I got some acne here, and I got so much acne around my mouth. But the lip balm was kind of nice, but also can cause acne if it gets outside of your mouth. Like if it gets like a little bit here, it causes acne for some reason for me. And I'm a little bit acne prone. I have sensitive skin as well, so I actually usually go for oil free. Oil's not my favorite for moisturizers. Yes, except for like Cetaphil does have some oil, like a little bit of oil in it, but it's like a really refined like avocado oil. But I have to say that my makeup, I put on a tinted sunscreen afterwards, like a very Glossier style tinted sunscreen afterwards, and it looked really good. So it probably is good for makeup prep, but to be honest, I bought an expensive Korean primer that I think is also pretty good for makeup prep, and then you can get a really inexpensive setting spray from Daiso, and that's one of the few things that is like beauty that I think is so good from Daiso. Makeup prep is more important than setting spray that goes over top. By the way, I did try to also use the Ingredients facial mist that I did spend money on at the pop-up, and I didn't love it. I should have known because I never love facial mists, and I should have stuck with one of my main brands, which is like Torridon, because I probably would have been better off with Torridon facial mist. By the way, when it comes to prep, I actually do prefer to prep with Torridon for my skincare because Torridon has really good ingredients that I like. And while I'm talking about skincare, I did go to a pop-up here for at Olive Young and Songsu for BOH, which is famous for their collagen masks, which were on sale. So I bought one from Olive Young and Songsu, and I haven't tested it out yet. But they told me like this serum in the pink bottle, like so they scanned my skin and they like my pores were like perfect, almost perfect. I think there's like a little bit here. So they said like I had like dark eyes and some hyperpigmentation, some skin damage because I'm so pale. But my skin was actually pretty good, and sometimes in some ways better than other people my age, which made me feel really good. And even the woman was surprised that my pores got such a high score on this skin scanner. I know like to take it kind of with a grain of salt, but I thought the products she recommended had ingredients in that do work well with my skin. And then they also had, I really wanted to buy like quite a few of their products because if you spent a certain amount of money they would give you like a gift set, but I didn't do that. I was responsible. Even though I really wanted the gift set, it looked super cozy and comfy and cute. I'll let you know after I check out their face mask though. Speaking of which, I did bulk buy my face lotion, body lotion, eczema lotion. I have so many problems. Deodorant, my gua sha, and it was 1+1. I bought all this stuff when it was 1+1 in the summer. And then I bought toothbrush, floss, and like fluoride rinse when it was all on sale, or mouthwash all when it was like on sale later. So then I actually established a gold membership at Olive Young, and then I spent like $50. I spent like $50 or $60 because I bought tea and I bought like a bunch of tea when it was on sale. So I bulk purchased green tea, and I bought snacks and granola from Olive Young. And so I bulk purchased like all this stuff, which is really nice because it was all cheaper than it was at like the grocery store or the flagship store. And then I got a gold membership, so I got to go to the Olive Young Gold Member Cafe for free. I don't think I'll be able to keep up with the gold membership if I'm responsible. So I think this is like a first and last time for me. But everybody says that at Olive Young in Seongsu, the cafe downstairs is like not that good. I thought the K-pops are always really good. The drinks are actually the same drinks as the upstairs cafe. The only thing is like the tables and the atmosphere upstairs is much more quiet and chill, and that's nice. But I actually kind of like the cake pops more. So this was like our pound cake, which they called foundation cake. It's a play on words because the pound cake's supposed to look like a sponge, and then it's supposed to be plated like with the makeup, which I tried because I thought it looked cool. This was a cheese flavor. We don't know what the pink flavor was. Like, the chocolate one was also kind of odd tasting. Actually, the pound cake itself was good, but the buttercreams were like not so good. Then we got the honey tiramisu, which is definitely by far this cafe's most popular product. Like, everybody there got it. And I can see why, because it was not a tiramisu, but it was good. It was mascarpone, like pudding with like a crumb bottom. So it wasn't even like soaked in any, like, it was missing a lot of ingredients to be like a real tiramisu. Just because it had mascarpone doesn't mean it's tiramisu. I liked it. I just wish it had been better refrigerated because it was like really room temperature. My favorite part was just the drink, which is the same drink you can get downstairs, but it came in like a nice cute cup. So that was actually my experience. People have made whole videos dedicated to this. To be honest, I didn't think it was that special, but if you're bulk buying and then you wait a month, you can get like this for free, like free. We got it for $0, so it was pretty nice. Okay, so also in Seongsu, while I was in Seongsu, me and my friends who I was with, we needed somewhere to eat, and then I just like clicked the cafes button on the Naver Maps app. Like, there's a cafe button, and the Daisy Cafe came up, and I was like, Daisy has a cafe. It's also a makeup brand, and a very pretty makeup brand, and their store is always very pretty. Although it's hard to keep pink things looking clean, so that's a double-edged sword. Like everything is like pink. Anyway, we went to this cafe and it was so good. It was across from Dior, which is in the like 3-digit price range, and Dior's cafe was across the street. And by the way, like, the Dior building is beautiful, but I don't even know if I'm allowed in the Dior building, you know. But Daisy is more accessible. I decided to get the set, which was actually like, especially when you're standing across from Dior, like, it was like $32 or something. It was 32,001, which is about $32, like $30. And like, I got all this food. I did have to buy a drink separately, which I thought was not fair. I think the drink should be included with the set, but I didn't mind. Cherry blossom flavored things actually tasted very floral and not just like cherries or strawberries, so I appreciated that. I did not get the cherry blossom like mousse, because you could choose which mousse cake you want. I got the caramel white chocolate one because that's more my thing, and that tasted pretty good too. Again, I wish the refrigeration had been a little better, but it was definitely way better than the Olive Young cafe. And the drink was just okay, but the drinks were like regular price. Some of their I just got a tea, but some of their specialty drinks looked really good. So I would definitely like to go back and try a specialty drink and try the cherry blossom mousse to know if it's as good as the macaron was. But yeah, everything was good, but I had such a sugar high because I was sharing this with my friends, but I bought it for all of us and they didn't want to eat too much. So I ended up eating so much of it. Like, they were just being polite. And so I had like such a sugar high, and like literally, like, even though I used a knife and fork for all of it, like, my hands were like sticky, and like, yeah, like my jewelry was like sticky afterwards. So I was like, it was like such a sugar high day. And actually, I think before that I hadn't even had like a proper lunch. I'd only had an Americano. I had breakfast, and then I had a small breakfast and an Americano like later. So yeah. And on the same note, I visited the Gentle Monster store. Their sunglasses are like really cool, like very, very I always thought like I have too soft, too much of a rabbit face to pull off stuff that cool, but I think like actually some of them looked pretty good on me. Unfortunately, I'm not on the market for a new pair of sunglasses right now. I like the pair of sunglasses I have, but it was nice. And it was Bratz themed, which was really cool. I always loved Bratz growing up, and I would ask my mom for them, and then she would be like, "Oh my gosh, this clothing is so like, they have so much eye makeup on, like so scandalous." But yeah, so that's what I've been up to. Oh, and there is like a bread. Okay, so there's like a bread and Americano store in Seoul. It's kind of a tourist trap, but it's also kind of good. And I like that the bread's not like sitting out. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. I just wanted to review everything in one video. Okay, so happy Lunar New Year. Thanks for watching. Bye.